The Seattle Sounders hosted the Portland Timbers in Saturday's featured match in the latest installment of the Cascadia Cup. Although this was the first meeting between the teams in MLS play, the rivalry has been growing since the mid-70s as the team faced off in several competitions. The Sounders entered Saturday's match with a sizable lead in the all-time series. But judging by recent form, the Timbers seem to have the edge entering Week 9. With 4 wins in their last 5 matches, Portland had 13 points, tied with Seattle, which managed only 1 point from 2 matches in Week 8. Captain Jack Jewsbury had shown skill all season on set pieces, as Portland has a league-best 7 goals off of free kicks and corners. Combined with the playmaking ability of midfielder Khalif Al-Hassan, the Timbers looked to silence the crowd at Quest Field. Even without Steve Zakuani, the Sounders had managed to produce offensively. League shots leader Fredy Montero and midfielders Alvaro Fernandez and Brad Evans had stepped up in his wake, scoring all the team's goals in Zakuani's absence. They looked to take advantage of a Timbers backline that had allowed 13 goals, second most in the Western Conference. Would Ziggy Schmidt's side keep Portland winless away from home? Adrian Healy and John Harkes called the action from Quest Field.
We are ready to go. Buckle yourselves in. It's Emerald City Green against Rose City Red. Goalless in the early exchanges here. On a monumental night in the Pacific Northwest. This is Jorge Palaza onto Cooper. Kenny Cooper. And Casey Keller in his way. Dewsbury hanging it in the air. The header is not bad from Danso. Keeping them very much on the front foot. Evans. Oh, Troy Perkins came for it. Bit of miscommunication, perhaps. I think the last touch was off Danso. Division 1 of American professional soccer and on the national stage. Levesque onto Montero, just a little bit behind him, but Levesque is open again. On it goes to Jaquia. And it was a goal-saving challenge, perhaps, from Eric Bruder.
You see here interchanging passes, Levesque trying to link up. Nate Jaquia takes a big touch off his chest. Eric Bruner doing a good job just to help it out of play.
The Sounders chimes are sounding, and perhaps they're going to make some noise. And Fernandez has struck. Fantastic for Fernandez. And Seattle grabbed the initiative in the Cascadia Cup.
I just spoke about the sharpness of Fernandez. He waits patiently for the ball to come through, and it comes through well. Great touch to get it under control. And a great strike.
Another free kick coming the Timbers' way here.
So runs onto it very well.
Dewsbury looking for a repeat performance, and he's delivered one! Would you believe it? Carbon copy! Deja vu, and Footy Danso has done it again!
Well, it's exactly as you said. I mean, it's basically the same type of ball as the goal against Philadelphia Union. And you see a little bit of disconnect as Casey Keller comes. Danso has already have his presence. He's up in the air. That's a great header.
Colorado, Toronto, LA and New England. And here's Levesque trying to take away a point. Suggested handball. Montero trying to force it home. Well, Levesque still appealing wildly for a handball. Montero beaten in the air by Danso. Chance for a victor here tonight to big push up the table. Now a shot along the ground. Not a bad effort from Dewsbury. Final whistle sounds, and the first edition of the Cascadia Cup at MLS level ends all square. John, fair result?
Fair result. I think Portland will be happy to go on the road and get a result in here against Seattle.
I thought the great banners before the game, and I thought the Portland fans were great as well. You know, they were loud, they were energetic. It was what a derby game should be. But I thought credit to both teams. You know, there was no nasty tackles. It was just a good, hard-fought game, which ended up in the draw.
Well, I thought the atmosphere was great. You know, I mean, it's obviously you had their fans, so you know that's something you normally don't have. You know, a loud group, you know, from the opposing team, so that added to the pageantry of the game, you know. But at the end of the day, we're at home. We need to get 3 points when we're at home.
I truly believe that we've got a very good team. We just have to show that belief that we have at home, on the road, and I think we showed that tonight.
You know, a lot of teams may find this you know, a difficult place to come play. They obviously get amazing support, and the crowd gets behind them. And you know, to come back from a goal down in the second half, I thought we showed a lot of great character. And at the end of the day, I think it was a great point for us.
When the New York Red Bulls hosted Chivas USA on Saturday, they were looking to extend a 4-game unbeaten run, which saw them outscore opponents by a margin of 9-1. Thierry Henry scored 4 of those goals and assisted on 3 others, and solidified his place as the centerpiece of the Red Bull offense. His performance in April earned him first place in the first ever MLS Castrol Index, which rated him the player with the most positive impact on his team to this point in the season. Chivas was back on the road after a Week 8 defeat at Rio Tinto Stadium against Real Salt Lake. Saturday's match saw the return of Michael Lahoud, who saw his first league action since April 16. Lahoud started at right back, with rookie Zarek Valentin sliding to the center to replace suspended Andrew Boyens. Chivas was on a roll, however, with a loss to Real Salt Lake, their only loss since March 26th. Alejandro Moreno's 3 goals and 2 assists led the team, and head coach Robin Fraser expected him to step up in the absence of Marcos Mondaini, who was suspended 4 games for his dangerous tackle on Real's Javier Morales. Steve Cangelosi and Shep Messing had the call from Red Bull Arena.
Ben Szymanski gets it out of harm's way and back the other way. Nick LaBroca, the one-time Rutgers standout, plays this out wide. That's a good ball for Flores. Here comes Chivas USA. Jorge Flores, one-time winner of Sueño MLS, on the left foot goal. A highlight reel goal by Jorge Flores, and Chivas has the lead. Braun got it all started.
A shocking start to the game. LaBroca rolls a good ball out wide left, and then it's all about Justin Braun. Edge of the area, rips it, far post, side netting.
Special setting downtown by Houston Street. Tina, thank you. Out of the back, Marquez. Over the top, Henry. Will he get there? Thierry Henry, tagging! You can't touch him right now. He's so hot.
Tony Parker up on his feet celebrating this. Rafa Marquez, he looks up, he looks, and then he pings the ball right on a dime. Nobody better than Thierry Henry at that. I think a defender got a touch of the ball, but great anticipation, a clinical little finish. That's exactly what Red Bulls needed. It's a wide right midfielder.
Heath Pierce kept alive and put in the back of the goal. It's 2-1 Chivas. Red Bulls arguing.
You're looking at it. There is the ball played in on a set piece. Kept in play. Nobody clears it out. You've got to attack that ball. Wow. I think that's a good play. Here's the ball played into Thierry Henry.
Plays this across, looking for Rogers. Took a touch from the back. We play on. And now the point to the spot.
There's Luke Rogers making the run. Heath Pierce with the right arm from the back.
Looking for his first goal in a New York uniform. Dwayne De Rosario. And a chance to tie the game. Can't do it any better. 2-2.
This is how to take a penalty kick. Absolutely rips it. He roofs it.
Created an opportunity to score. This time, floated way out, shot, and a save made by Kennedy.
Well, this ball driven to the far post by Rafa Marquez. And there's the header. De Rosario gets up edge of the 6-yard box. I really don't mind that.
Elliott, free kick, lofted, and off the woodwork, and followed up and put in. And incredibly, a hat trick for Justin Braun. If it goes to him, and we believe it will, it's 3-2 Chivas.
How wrong could I be? I said I don't mind it, but look at this. Who in the world is marking Alejandro Moreno? Nobody. He's all alone. Nobody's near him. There's 3 players unmarked.
Near the center stripe. Played forward. Henry battling for space off the head. Kennedy came out. And a huge challenge there on Luke Rogers.
Unbelievable. High drama. Here's the ball that goes over the top. Once Thierry Henry. He kept it alive.
And that is all here at Red Bull Arena tonight. Well, the most disappointing result of the season so far in New York before the home crowd here.
The Eastern Conference standings are getting bunched with just 4 points separating first from seventh. Despite the loss to Chivas, New York remains on top of the standings with 15 points, while Chicago came back from 2 goals down to tie Toronto. The Fire stays second from the bottom. Out west, LA remains king, but Dallas and Salt Lake have multiple games in hand and could strike at any time. Like their rain-soaked draw on Saturday, Portland and Seattle remain tied on points, and San Jose finally got off the ground floor, snapping the Crew's unbeaten streak. Week 9 was a tough one for Charlie Davies. Not only did he pull up with a hamstring injury early in a game watched by Bob Bradley, but Landon Donovan's 3-goal week dropped Davies to second for the first time all season. However, both should keep an eye on last year's winner, as well as Thierry Henry, who are both close behind. Next week's slate of games features 2 nationally televised matches. Philadelphia head coach Peter Novak's former club, the Chicago Fire, come to the city of brotherly love. Catch the action on Galavision at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then it's on to the Super Classico. Los Angeles faces their stadium rivals Chivas USA. You can watch Saturday at 10 on ESPN2. Also in action next week, Sporting KC continues their road swing, visiting the Seattle Sounders. The Timbers look to win their 5th straight home match to start the season as the Crew come to Geldwen Field. And Dallas will look to crack one of the league's top defenses as Real Salt Lake visits Pizza Hut Park. For all your Major League Soccer news, log on to MLSsoccer.com. Thanks for watching the MLS Review Show.